What's going on, everyone? My name is Nicholas Merton here at Data Dash, and today is July 16th of 2020. Well, folks, I hope you all are having a fantastic day wherever you are. And in today's video, I want to spend some time to revisit a topic that I talked about over 2 years ago in my first blockchain keynote. And that was a term I coined, the protocol wars. Now, the protocol wars is the idea that there are going to be a clash of competing protocols in the blockchain space that compete to take the #1 spot of Ethereum, or at least take some of the market share away. And I think this is a very fair question to see whether or not any kind of blockchain protocols can get to the level or degree Ethereum has. So we'll be talking about that and more throughout the video, but real quickly, I just want to mention that this video is sponsored by Omiton. Now, for those of you who don't know about Omiton, they're a secondary marketplace company that allows you to exchange gift cards of your favorite brands from across the globe. And along with that as well, they're building a blockchain application that utilizes smart contracts to build a peer-to-peer marketplace where you can do the exact same thing, but in a decentralized and peer-to-peer manner. So if you're interested, check out the white paper, check out the link down below in the description, and learn more about it today. Now, diving into this topic though, I want to go ahead and get straight to the point here, guys. Over the last few weeks, in the last few months, it's become obviously clear that enterprise blockchain and DeFi is leading the market. You don't need me to tell you that. In fact, just taking a look here at the top 100, iExec, one of our top 3 picks for the newsletter of the Dash Report, and for those of you who are interested, there's a link down below in the description if you want to sign up. But iExec RLC has been the best performing play here in the last 24 hours, up 16% already after making a near 40-50% move over the last week or so, right? So again, enterprise blockchain play, Elrond, another protocol play, reserve rights, DeFi, Algorand, blockchain protocol, Aave, DeFi play, Tezos, Nexa, right? Again, mixes of enterprise, blockchain, and DeFi across the board. Cosmos as well, Quant, right? Ampleforth, all of these, again, going into Chainlink, all of these plays here, right? Except for Swissborg here, are enterprise blockchain or DeFi. The trend is very clear. Now, again, getting to this point here, right, I've been talking about this idea that enterprise blockchain would eventually make a rebound as far back as 2018. And one of my key points in this keynote that I gave was that, no matter how long it takes here, right, the value proposition here is going to get very interesting for enterprise and for the cryptocurrency space. We can see here that during this time period, Bitcoin has been relatively stagnant. It's been pushing sideways since May. All of the data science models say that we're in a good position, right? Bitcoin's doing exactly what it needs to do, but it's not very exciting. What is exciting is the performance we've been seeing in the protocols in regards to Ethereum, right? We've been seeing Ethereum do well, setting in higher lows, and we've also seen this in other cryptocurrencies. It's not just Ethereum. Cardano has been ripping higher. EOS as well, looking like it's finally formulating a secondary bottom here. NEO as well, starting to set in higher lows. And outside of that as well, some of the newer plays like Tezos or Cosmos have been starting to really pick up momentum and in fact are near their all-time highs compared to Bitcoin. So taking a step back, right, we see the price action coming in. Enterprise blockchain is obviously the focus point for the market, but many people are wondering about a very key question, and that is whether or not, whether it's an opinion or general fact, whether or not these blockchain protocols will be able to actually get to the scale that Ethereum has reached, right? We may see speculation and growth. I have no doubt all of these crypto plays that we just looked at are probably going to have higher levels to Bitcoin than, a year from now than where they are right now. Let's just get that off the table. Probably, okay? The vast majority. Keeping that in mind, though, the question here, again, as to whether or not, we can actually get some fundamental development on these chains is going to be the question we need to get answered in order to see if this is going to do a 2 or 3x against Bitcoin, or if a variety of protocol plays are going to do a 10, 20, 30, 40x. Because this time around, it's not just speculation. There needs to be a bit of fundamentals with it. There really does. Quite frankly, a lot of blockchain protocols simply have one thing missing, okay, that Ethereum has hand in hand, and that is a developer ecosystem. Because you can build the fanciest technology in the world, you can build the fanciest platform to build value on, but unless you have people building value on it, it is worth nearly nothing but the speculation that the market gives it, the hope that something's going to be built on it. Plain and simple. Ethereum, with its imperfections, has been working over the last few years, has started to see less and less flaws, has taken on new exciting Ethereum improvement proposals, and most importantly, it has people building on it. predominantly with decentralized finance and other corporate enterprise companies. And with tools like Chainlink and RLC and UBT, all these kind of additional builds on top of the Ethereum blockchain that provide Oracle solutions or decentralized cloud services, or in the case of Unibright, building a framework to build and utilize smart contracts in a simple way, or tokenize different types of assets. This has built Ethereum to be a very killer platform in the long term. Now, that's not to say that Cardano can't come in, but all these protocols, as much as they have great things, I love Cardano's vision. I'm very interested in the approach they've taken to building Cardano, though it has taken some time. I do appreciate the academic approach and, again, the constant peer-reviewed nature of how they actually go about building their blockchain network. But at the same time, as much as I understand that Shelley has recently come out and there's other updates that are coming out, at the same time, nothing's been built really on Cardano just yet. For example, if we're talking about naming 5 applications you use on the Cardano blockchain, I can't do that. I can't do that right now. I can name 5 applications I use on Ethereum. I use Compound, right? I've used DYDX. I've used so many other different DeFi platforms out there. There's so many applications that are being built, right? Uniswap, Kyber Network, all these really interesting applications have been predominantly built on Ethereum. Now, that's not just ADA or Cardano's fault. I'm not ragging on it. EOS is the same thing. They've built a lot of, DeFi apps. In fact, I would say that EOS right now is still the second best position blockchain for DeFi. I've actually seen some DeFi applications built on it, but I've never felt the need to use one. I've never, had to resort to using EOS because their services were so much better in this case, or the liquidity was so much greater, right? And this is a problem here. If you don't have a way to have the leverage of building a network effect, again, you can have a great blockchain. You can be much more scalable than Ethereum, but you're not going to be a better blockchain protocol in the long run. And along with that as well, EOS has so much money to work with and stuff. I'm interested to see some of these bigger projects. They spent $30 million on a URL, on voice. What's going on with that? I haven't heard much about that. I don't see the mass adoption that's going to be required to get EOS, to the point where, they were claiming they were going to bring it to. I just don't see it yet. And that's not to rag that the team and the people and the community isn't working on that. I'm just being realistic here on an investment perspective, guys. And NEO is another interesting topic here. I've gotten some, good insight here just over the last few years and stuff, getting to follow the NEO ecosystem. I've been following it since as far back as when it was called Ant Shares back here in 2017, right? Before it really took off. But, I've talked with John Devidas, who heads up global development for NEO in Seattle, and he's someone who I really look up to. He's not only an advisor for Digifox, but the thing is that I constantly listen to him. And the thing that he emphasizes here is he realizes this problem. Ethereum has taken leaps and bounds against other protocols. And the one thing he felt that was missing for NEO in almost a critical fashion was that he believed there needs to be better developer resources. We need to give developer tools, a developer kit, so that people can actually easily build things that they want to build on NEO better than any other blockchain out there. And that's the kind of mindset we need here. Focusing on developers, focusing on building a platform, for people to actually build value on, right? And I think NEO is going to probably be doing this better than any other blockchain protocol because I haven't heard about this focus on other protocols, right? So this could really give NEO a chance to possibly compete. But again, there are other leverages that platforms like Cardano or EOS or new blockchain protocols like Tezos have over Ethereum. No doubt on a technical framework. But it's going to be how they actually build a network, how they build a community. That's what, blockchain is all about if you think about it, right? You need to build an ecosystem of people doing things peer-to-peer, finding ways to transact, finding ways to exchange value in an actual valuable fashion. And make sure that your blockchain protocol is going to be the one that people have to turn to. Because it's just so damn good. Putting it simple, guys. Anyways, so taking into summary. Possibility, yes, there's absolutely a possibility in this case that enterprise blockchain could scatter across other names. But keep that focus point in mind here, because right now, Ethereum still is in the lead in this. Now, if I'm talking from a purely investment perspective, if I'm looking for something, that can multiply here, I'm definitely taking a look at some of the blockchains that are meeting that need of developers. So NEO is one that I think I very much might revisit or start building up a position in again in the future. I've not built much of a position just yet in regards to NEO. And outside of that as well, some of the newer plays like Tezos or Cosmos. These have been the ones that are really exciting. They have a whole new tech stack, as well as the excitement that they're the new kid on the block. It's definitely a benefit when it comes to trading and investing. Last thing I got to talk about today, even though this is completely separate from what we've been talking about, is the Twitter hack that happened last night. I don't know if you all witnessed this, but there was a pretty severe hack on Twitter where basically some of the largest accounts, from presidents of the United States to large crypto platforms to celebrities like Elon Musk, or celebrity entrepreneurs in that case, many accounts, thousands of accounts got hacked and breached, and were basically promoting a Bitcoin giveaway. And of course, in this case, going through here, Twitter is going through the damage control in this case to basically say that this is a Twitter hack, not a Bitcoin hack. And that is true. It is very true here to understand that this was a problem with Twitter at the end of the day. But again, I think that I think we're quite defensive in this case and reactionary. But I understand. I guess we want to make sure to not leave a bad image for Bitcoin here. But all in all, very interesting event. I think they stole up to about 13 Bitcoin. It was like 12.6 Bitcoin. So, man, the thing I was thinking about, and someone tweeted this, was that if you had the ability to hack Twitter, right, you had a breach like this where you could post on so many different profiles, and all they did was steal some Bitcoin, they're not very maliciously creative. Anyways, just having fun here, just joking. But that's good that, if anything, it was just some Bitcoin that was lost at the end of the day. So, all in all, I hope you all are having a fantastic day wherever you are. If you like this video, please drop a like. It's always good to hear from you all. And again, I highly recommend you go check out the Protocol Wars speech. This is a speech I gave over 2 years ago. It's quite crazy to think about how fast time has flown, guys. I remember being on that stage and speaking and stuff at Tokenomics. It was one of my first few conferences. And it's been extremely rewarding. It's one of those things that I reflect back on, and I'm thankful that you all still listen to me every day. You deal with my rambling, and you find value in that rambling somehow. So for those of you who have stuck around, those of you who have been subscribed for a long time, thank you. I really do appreciate it. So anyways, all in all, hope you all are having a fantastic day wherever you are, and I'll see you all in the next video. Stay tuned.